Welcome YouTubers, free-to-play gaming here with another episode of Summoners War. Today we are going to be going over possible rune sets for the Sylphid. A lot of people are getting this monster in Hall of Heroes, and the question keeps coming up, what rune set should I be using for the Sylphid? So this is a very diverse character, and there's a couple different rune sets you could go with depending on how you want to use her. If you want to put her on your arena team, there's a couple rune sets I'd like to go over with that and explain my reasoning. And if you want to use her in a dungeon team more so than arena, and you want to focus on her shielding ability, there's rune sets for that as well. So we'll get into that a little later. Right now I want to talk about something I've only talked about in one of my other 60 plus videos now, and that's a new feature that I added. It's called fan funding. I'm very thankful for channel 5001. This community is awesome. And I only mentioned it in one other video of mine. And the main reason I'm doing this, I do like to help people. This is a passion of mine. But what keeps me motivated to keep making these videos is my end goal, which is providing at least a little bit of a head start for a college fund for my soon-to-be two kids. Very soon, a couple weeks here, I'll be having my second one. So I already have college fund accounts started for them. So I decided now would be a good time. A ton of users are already expressing their thanks, and I'm trying to help out people. And everybody out there has different financials. They're differently set in financial settings. So if you don't have an extra dollar to throw me, that's completely cool. I totally understand. But if you are sitting really well financially and you say, hey, I'd like to play this game free to play, and these tips have helped me more than buying a $30 crystal package for this game, give me a little tip, and it'll really energize me to make more of these videos. So I don't want to talk about it too much. I just want to show you guys that the feature's out there. If you want to throw me a tip, which will go directly to my kids' college, that would be awesome. So I just want to show you this feature. I just added it to the channel. I actually signed up for beta a couple months ago. So they just enabled this in my account. So if you come to the main channel here, this is about what you guys will see. There's going to be a support button here. So if you click on this, you can donate anywhere between $1 and $500. And it's going to go directly into my Google Wallet account, which is really awesome because there's no minimum for me to remove that money and put it into the other checking account for my kids there. So I really appreciate that. I don't want to focus on that, and I'll hopefully not mention it anymore. I just wanted you guys to know that this option is available. So thank you guys so much. Channel 5001 is just growing awesomely. I'm learning tons from this game. You guys are learning tons from this game, and I love the type of videos where I can review other people's monsters. Other than work, family life, this has been my life for the last couple months, and it's been an awesome ride so far. And YouTube does pay a little bit of money. You guys have seen advertisements on my videos. And they do pay a little bit of money, and it adds up slowly, but it's going to take forever for me to reach my end goal, which is hopefully helping to pay my children's college fund. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Every little dollar is going to help. So thank you guys so much. Let's get back into the Sylphid review here and talk about some rune sets. Hopefully that wasn't too annoying. So let's open up the Sylphid here and look at the skills before we start talking about the runes. So I just summoned this character, so she's going to be a 1-star, a level 1 4-star. Whoops. Okay. So the two major skills that she has, which makes her such a good character, is one, her third skill, which is Force Field, which is what she's probably best known for. Cast a shield to absorb a certain amount of damage on all allies. So this is great, especially for dungeons, and it's reusable every 6 turns. If you get a skill up, it's going to be reusable every 5 turns. But this is pretty much like extra hit points for all your monsters. The second skill that makes her very powerful is an AoE attack. hits all enemies with a twister, and recovers the hit points of allies by 10% each. So not only does it hit the enemies, but it heals your allies too. Everything I've heard is this isn't a real powerful attack, but it's still an AoE attack. So if you want to use her in an arena team, if that's your main focus, what I recommend is going to be Despair focus runes. Despair because you're going to get a 25% chance to stun the monster. Focus because you need more accuracy if you want to get reliable stuns, as well as what is this? This continuous damage for 3 turns with a 30% chance. This will hit more reliably if you have extra accuracy. So Despair focus would be a good choice. I would also go with speed, hit points, and accuracy for 2, 4, and 6 rune slots. That'll make a pretty versatile character there. She probably won't be quite as useful in a lot of dungeons. A lot of dungeon monsters are probably going to have stun resistance, and she'll still be useful. But in dungeons, what I think I'm going to use my Acasis for here, once you awaken her, this skill also gets strengthened. Let's see here. So it increases from 2 turns to 3 turns. No, that's not right. Decreases the chance of being attacked with a critical hit of all allies. So it's also doing a debuff there. So what I'd recommend for dungeons is like Swift Energy or Swift Blade. Probably Swift Blade. So let's take a look at her base stats here. And I'm going to use an external website here, which I've done in the past. This is Summoners War Wikia. And this is going to tell us at max level what to expect for her base stats. So I always do this comparison. She's got 9,555 hit points, 878 attack. So for a support character, which she is, she's got pretty high attack here. So this is why I'm recommending Swift Blade. That's pretty high. And defense, not so great. Hit points, that's okay. So that gives you a general idea if you actually get her to max level 40. And if you don't, everything's going to be a little bit lower. But her attack, still for a 5-star max level support character, the attack's still quite good. Okay. So those are the 2 rune sets I'm recommending. And if you go with Swift Blade, I would probably go with Speed, Attack, Attack. And then having her in dungeons, if you got the Swift runes and the Speed runes, she's going to be able to kick off her skills much faster. So she's going to be doing this AoE attack quite often. She's going to be doing her force field much more often, which when she's awakened, it's going to be this force field. And that's just going to keep your characters alive longer, and she's just going to keep attacking more often. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with Swift Blade for my Sylphid. Swift Energy would also be an option if you want her to survive a little bit longer. Wouldn't be a bad idea. And then if you want arena, Despair Focus is what I would go for. If you want her in an arena team, and I would probably, you can have choices whether, if you have her pretty high speed, maybe you want to lead off with the AoE attack and try to get the stuns first, because this is reusable every 3 turns. And if you get the cooldown, if you get the skills all the way max, reusable every 2 turns. So you could go Twister first attack, then Force Field second attack, if your monsters are already, if they're still staying alive. Then you definitely want to go Twister, Force Field, then Twister again. That would be ideal for an arena team. So again, Despair Focus, probably Speed, Hit Points, Accuracy. You could do Speed, Hit Points, Attack. That would be an option too, because you might not need that much accuracy. So a very versatile character. There's no best rune set for her in my opinion. Despair Focus or Swift Blade. Those are 2 good choices. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. I love you guys in channel 5001. Hopefully we will be doing another I'll do another user video where I go over some of the different characters again. I'm going to try to do another one of those tonight. And if you like my videos and you want to, encourage me a little bit more to make better videos, I plan on doing that anyways, but every little bit's going to be encouragement to me. So check out the fan funding if you got $1 to spare. And if not, that's absolutely cool too. I totally understand. We're free to play players here, so we don't want to spend money on the game. And take care, guys. I will talk to you next time. Free to play gaming out.